All right. And we have another campaign here with a little less than a week left on it. Do you see what I see? Augmented Liberty presents a satirical slasher whodunit. Massive 176-page full color graphic novel by Nick Brewster, apparently. Really, one campaign, Melbourne, Australia. It's got 40 backers.
It's got a pretty good cover art, though, I have
Yeah,
to say.
500 Australian dollar goal, and it's just over 1,100% funded with 5,509 Australian dollars, or 3,806 US dollars of a 345 US flexible goal. All right. And sort of looks like video game art or something. There. Do You See What I See is the debut graphic novel from Augmented Liberty, a new publishing company based in Australia. Already 100% completed and clocking in at a massive 176 beautifully illustrated and colored pages. And yes, non Americans, I tend to pronounce that extra vowel when it shows up. Why is it there? It's like, why didn't y'all do like we did and get rid of that extra thing? This book is available to back as a hardcover, paperback, and digital edition. Paperback cover. Do you see what I see? And we've got there are no nipples there, YouTube, so don't say it's a problem. Story. Young Australian woman Liz Walker is on a full scholarship to study medicine at an elite college in the USA. A dream come true, or is it? With tensions rising on a campus beset by political protests, it sounds like an American college campus, doesn't it? A masked psychopath slashes through the student body. Struggling to make sense of the chaos all around her, there's one thing Liz knows for sure. She's not going to play the victim in this nightmare. Wraparound hardcover. So the hardcover's got this wraparound image. That's pretty cool looking. Here we have an interesting thing. Diswiss deal. Back the digital edition and receive the PDF immediately. Gain access to free shipping on paperback. Unlock worldwide shipping. Please allow 12 hours to receive PDF and secret perk link. Team written by Nick Brewster. Nick is a writer creator based in Australia who suffers from instant writer's block when writing about himself. Okay. Do You See What I See is the first of many stories he hopes to tell in the graphic novel format. Terrible movie aficionado. Okay.
Good, bad movies are always fun. Like legitimately, we have got to do a bad movie night on occasion, where we just watch like a couple really fucking awful movies back to back.
Art by Ji-Soo Kim. From childhood, G had a pen in her hand and always looked to place her mark on any surface. Oh, so she's into graffiti then. Okay. For years, she has chosen her artworks to be her voice, to tell stories that she has seen and to also be the worldly communication that brings the viewer to that moment. Hmm. Life stories and people's passion inspire her to capture the image in time and provide it so others can also enjoy. She has always challenged herself to explore new mediums and genres and only ever hopes that her works connect everyone. This is a long sentence, guys. These are long sentences. And that she will be known as an artist that always endeavors to master the image. Colors by Matt James. Matt is an illustrator and comic book colorist from Australia. He's produced work for the Games Workshop, Fantasy Flight Games, and several independent comic companies. Letters by Eric Weathers. The Lord of Letters, Eric Battlebrick Road, once again smashes it out of the park. See, just
Eric Weathers is everywhere.
yeah. I mean,
Like he letters any like Eric Weathers is one of these motherfuckers that he loves work. Work like it just I gotta respect it, man. He's just he loves his job.
Mm.
I respect that kind of fucking dedication. It just is what it is, man. He's one of the hardest working motherfuckers in CG, period.
Yeah, apparently.
He draws his own books and he letters pretty much nearly everyone else's books.
Interiors, the prologue pages 1 through 17. I don't know that we necessarily want to go, read through these because all the dialogue is here.
Yeah.
There's a.
The hardest working of the hardworking motherfuckers. I don't know if that's him or Ethan. It seems like they both.
Yo, word to your mother. What the hell kind of?
Oh, they're role playing. One of them is dressed up as the guy that says, "Hey, yo, word to your mother." He's dressed up as Vanilla Ice. One of the guys is dressed up as MC Hammer, and he at some point does the Hammer Time dance.
Okay.
Yeah, I read ahead just to see what we were in for, and it's
oh boy,
it's cheesy as fuck, but it's entertaining. It is what it is. I like cheesy though. For the record, cheesy often makes some of the greatest shit.
One of the things that I occasionally see in these indie comics things, I don't think I've noticed it much with CG projects, but with non-CG projects, occasionally see it, is what feels like a bait and switch. Like there'll be a really awesome looking cover art,
and then the interior.
If they show the if they show the interior art at all, it's trash, and it's like, wait a minute, what is this?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why there are no alternative covers for my first book, nor will there be for future books. What I do is art inserts, and the art inserts will be printed on like a small, like sort of like single page almost thing, and you can just kind of insert it in the bag with the thing to alter the cover. And all of the sort of art inserts will be done by various artists, but they will never be attached to the physical comic. Because I don't like the idea of one artist doing the cover and another artist doing the interiors. That annoys the shit out of me. I hated it when Marvel did it back in the day, and I hate it now.
Yeah.
I like when the two art. I know it's a weird autistic thing to fucking complain about, but when the interior art and the cover art don't match, I get like fucking. I get weird about it. I don't like it.
When people do all these variant covers, especially on Kickstarter, but I'm seeing it more on Indiegogo the past year or so. There's like a ton, just an absolute ton of on some projects of variant covers, I always wonder, how is it that that they're in any way making that uh, cost effective to print? Because I mean, when you're you've got, oh look, eight
You have to
people
have a
back,
different print file for each one. It's not
yeah,
cost
eight
effective.
eight people back this tier, you know, 7 people back this one,
Yeah.
5 people
Unless
back
you have
this
a
one,
deal with your
12 people
printer.
back this one. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Unless you have a deal, some kind of deal with your regular printer, it's going to be expensive because you have to pay for each individual print file. And nope, not doing that. Sorry.
Hmm. Okay, here we have the Diswis deal. 28 Australian dollars, approximately 19 US. Receive the HD digital edition PDF to read immediately, plus unlock the secret free worldwide shipping perk on the paperback edition.
What?
Includes digital edition Diswis. Estimated shipping original was August of 2022. Current is August of 2022. Interesting. So current shipping is exactly the same as the original shipping.
So
Interesting.
it sounds to me like the book is largely done or is done, and they're just funding.
That's what it said. It said it was complete.
Yeah. Well, I
Said,
just mean there's mounting evidence on the campaign
yeah,
itself that that is the case.
yeah, it says already 100% complete. But anyway, yeah, so
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why my campaign never went up on Indiegogo is because I heeded the advice of a lot of potential customers, but specifically creators within the indie community, and they were like, for your first book, do a small. If it's a larger book, do do a bunch of smaller books, and take them to market when the first one is finished. Essentially, that's in the end what I decided to do because fuck it, like it's not that hard to fund like 20 to 30 pages myself, and just
so this tier is 19 US out the door,
okay.
and there is no Indiegogo tip, not even an option for it. It's interesting.
Hmm.
Last campaign we looked at, they were trying to put that on there without you noticing.
Yep.
Okay. Paperback plus free digital, 50 Australian dollars, 35 US. Order the paperback and receive a free digital version to read immediately. Paperback digital, estimated shipping November of 2022. 5 claimed, ships worldwide.
Interesting.
Hmm. It is 55 Australian dollars to ship it to Uganda or Ukraine or UAE, 45 to the UK, 21 to the US. So paperback is that's 15 US dollars shipping. So it's 49 out the door. I guess that means that if you back the digital tier for 19 US, you'll get a secret tier link which won't have this and will only be the 35 presumably out the door.
Maybe.
Hmm. I don't know. That's weird though, because that means that backing that tier costs more than backing this tier.
Um, hmm,
Because that tier is 19 US.
that's weird.
And if it costs 35 US for the paperback, I don't know. Maybe, well, this includes the digital and the paperback, so maybe, I don't know. It says free digital version. That suggests that you're not actually paying for the digital, that you're only paying for the paperback, but you're paying 35 before shipping. And if the point of backing the digital tier for $19 is to get the $15 in shipping removed from getting the paperback, then that means that that quote unquote deal will actually cost $4 more than just getting this tier. At least if you're in the US.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I mean,
I mean, we don't know for certain that that's what it will be, but that's what it sounds like it will be. And I mean, it would be a deal for anybody not in the US because the shipping elsewhere is greater.
yeah.
But for people in the US, they would be well advised to back this tier instead. I'm not, well,
It
course.
could just be a logistical thing in
Yeah.
order to make things more fair to people
Yeah.
outside of the U.S., perhaps.
Yeah. Of course, you know, it only gets you the link. You don't have to buy the paperback once you've got the link for it with free shipping. So the $19 US tier is a way to get just the digital if that's what you want.
Yeah. Oh. 31 USD.
Yeah, it'd be 66 US if you're in the UK. And if you're most other places, 73.
Now, why is the shipping so not bad here, whereas folks like Rainy Draws had to pay, like, what was it, 70 AUD to fucking send a book to Australia?
I don't know. She's from the US, isn't she?
Oh, no, she is. I just mean, like,
Okay.
It just seems... It's kind of gay that it's way less to send a book to the U.S. from Australia than it is to send a book to Australia from the U.S.
It's $10 US to ship for this guy to ship domestically inside Australia. I don't know. I assume it must have something to do with, how much stuff is being shipped.
Yeah,
There's a lot more stuff, I guess, that comes from Australia to the US than goes from the US to Australia.
maybe. It could be that. It could be the volume thing. Or it could just be them being fucking shitbags, because...
Yeah. Hardcover plus free digital, 85 Australian, 59 US. Limited edition hardcover, signed and numbered. Awesome wraparound.
By them, for the record, I mean the Australian and U.S. government, not these creators.
Yeah.
Never assume I mean the creators when I say
Yes.
that.
Well, if somebody's being a piece of shit, it's usually the government. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome wraparound cover by the brilliant Jisoo Kim. Free digital edition to read immediately. Hardcover digital edition. Estimated shipping original November 2022. Current November 2022. 6 claim ships worldwide.
honestly, I might actually back this book. It seems I don't have any really good horror books in my sort of, I guess it's not horror. It's a whodunit, right? Like
That's what
that's a
it
bit.
said. It said satirical
Yeah, it's a
slasher
satirical whodunit.
whodunit.
Yeah, so I shouldn't call it horror. So it sounds like it's a dark comedy whodunit, based on the
Probably.
fact that they use the word satirical in the advertising.
Well, this is interesting. The shipping on the hardcover is the same to most international destinations at 55 Australian dollars, which makes the whole thing 97 US at the door. And UK
Hardcovers.
UK is also 45, just like the paperback was, which makes the whole thing 90 out the door. But the US shipping went from 15 US. Was it 21? Yeah, it was 21 Australian, 15 US to 40 Australian, 28 US. So 86. I mean, I assume that the creator probably, uh, and it's the same domestic. I assume the creator, looked at all this and priced it out and figured what they needed to charge.
Yeah, no kidding.
But being on the other side of it and not, not having looked into the prices and whatnot, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird to be on this side of it and see, all the strangely different prices.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not much you can do about it. It's it's the joys of international shipping and governments doing gay shit that screws over citizens.
Yeah, I'm surprised shipping to Ukraine is the same as every place else. Wouldn't be surprised to have seen it, double or something.
Well, if the person that's intended to get it even gets it for the record.
Yeah.
Because let's be clear here, Zelensky's government has stolen and does steal things from the populace all the fucking time.
Featured tier, ultimate bundle, 140 Australian, 97 US. Receive all versions of the book, limited edition hardcover, numbered and signed, plus paperback edition, plus digital edition, available immediately. Included items, hardcover, paperback, digital. Estimated shipping November 2022. 10 claim ships worldwide.
Yeah, we have to at some point cover the Zelensky trying to criminalize receiving aid, humanitarian aid from Russian soldiers shit at some point.
Oh, God.
God, that made me so angry when I heard that.
And we've gone up on things. For this one, it's 60 Australian to ship to the UK, making it 138 US out the door. Most international is 80, is 55 US, 152 out the door. United States, 55 Australian, 38 US, making 135 US out the door.
Not bad.
And domestically to Australia,
1680, not bad.
It's still the same, 10 US, making it 107 US out the door. Well, at least Australian, shipping isn't fucking their own people over, apparently.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm surprised.
I mean, legitimately, at the rate at which they force them to get vaccines and all this other shit, you'd think
Yeah.
they'd fuck them on through every available venue. But then again, if you cage an animal and give it no means of escaping the cage, it inevitably bites the owner when you do let it out. So this is probably a case of they're trying to screw the Australians in every venue that actually matters, their health, their rights, etc. But when it comes to their shipping costs, they're like, yeah, we'll just raise it a slight bit.
Paperback times 5, 230 Australian, 159 US. Grab a bunch for family and friends. Estimated shipping November 2022. 0 claimed. Ships to Australia, United States of America. So it doesn't go anyplace else. Let's see what the shipping's like on this one. It is a little bit more, 25 Australian, 17 US domestic. So that's 176 out the door to get it in Australia. And in the United Snakes, it's 40 Australian, 28 US, making 187 US out the door.
You called it the United Snakes.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
And I believe there's one more. Yeah.
It's funny because both parties that currently rule the U.S. are indeed snakes.
Yes.
So it's accurate to call them the United Snakes of America.
Hardcover times 5, 400 Australian dollars, 276 US. Get a bunch to give to the family and friends. Limited edition hardcover, signed and numbered. Awesome wraparound cover by the brilliant Jisoo Kim.
Wow, look at that fucking price, man. Oh, it's because it's 5 hardcovers. Holy shit. I was going to say, what the hell is that?
Estimated shipping November of 2022. 3 claimed, only ships to Australia, so you cannot get 5 hardcovers shipped to the US. You can only get it domestically. But it's the same shipping as the 5 soft covers. 25 Australian, 17 US, making it 425 Australian or 294 US out the door. Well, I mean, it looks like an interesting thing, and like I said, I guess best way, most cost-effective way to read it if you're interested is the 19 US digital thing, because of course, even though if you're in the US, it was not cost-effective to get free shipping on the paperback. It's not like you're obligated to buy the paperback once you have the link for that with no shipping. So
yeah,
you're just out the $19. There are no updates, and there's been no discussion.
That feels weird.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
That weirds me out.
Don't know whether this is whether it's been extended already or not, since there's no updates to tell us. Huh. Weird. Yeah. Well, anyway, there it is. The link is in the description if anybody wants to check it out.
Are the creators deleting comments? Like, is that? It just seems unlikely.
I don't know. I mean, the previous campaign we looked at had a comment that said it was unavailable. I don't know if that was, we talked about that. Didn't know whether it was held for review or whether they, somebody deleted it or something.
Yeah.
But this just doesn't have anything there at all. It's just 0.
Seems weird to me. I'm a little weirded out by that. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, to be fair to the creators, like it could just be that there's no interaction on the campaign because people were like, "Oh yeah, I want to back this," so they didn't have any questions they want to ask. That does happen from time to time.
One campaign, 7 contributions, 402 friends on Facebook, verified email.
I think I have 13 friends on Facebook because I only allow people that I know personally or people that I trust.
So this is this person's first campaign. They have backed Fractured Echo by Aaron Bennett, The Company of Men, Dead, White, and Blue #1 by Black Prior Press, Dig Two Graves graphic novel by Jim Tanner, Monster MD by Von Klaus, Replicator 3 Mutants vs. Machines by Robert Arnold, The Lucent Waking Dream graphic novel by Michael Bancroft. And
Bancroft.
Following Fatal by Clint Stoker, Deuce, is that how you pronounce that? Deux? Deuce? I don't know.
If it's French word.
Max.
If it's the French word for two,
Okay. Max. The must-have dual screen laptop monitor by Mobile Pixels. Okay. And he's following his own campaign. So that's the amount of information we have. I don't, there's not, there's not any kind of contact information available.
It would appear.
No social media, no link to a Twitter account or anything like that. So, I don't know.
Sounds pretty good, Jimmy.
Oh, well, wait a minute. What does this have? It's got, okay, there is a, well, no, is there? I don't know. Is, interesting. Okay, so link, Twitter, and Facebook, these 3 little things here, all just link to this campaign page. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's just
backer beware.
Yeah, backer definitely beware. This, and I'm not trying to impugn the character of the creator. I'm just saying, like, it's weird that there's no interaction. I've never seen a campaign with no interaction before.
Yeah. This is something for creators to consider when you set up your campaigns. You know, you should give updates, even if there's not a whole lot to say. You should probably still give an update from time to time. And you should definitely put in links to social media or some kind of contact information so that people feel like you're, you know, a real person and not just somebody hoping to get money out of them and then disappear into the night. Yeah, just a thought.
But what if that's my goal, to steal money from the customer?
Oh, well, you know.
It's just jokes aside. It's honestly hard to gauge total strangers on the fucking internet, so just be cautious. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we'll do a little bit better on time this time, but
that was my fault last time.
We still need to work on that. You know, try to get a little bit more efficient, I guess, at reviewing these damn things. Next time it'll probably be easier. You won't have as much to say. You'll probably be, well, actually, you probably will have a bunch to say. You'll be pitching. Because next time we'll be looking at That Star Wars Girl Cosplay Calendar Gamer Edition.
Oh no. Oh Anna, what are you doing? I mean, get that paper while the sun is up. Make hay, I believe, is the saying.
Mm. All right. Thank you for joining us, everybody, and we will see you in the next one.